North Spring, Chattanooga's rejuvenation headquarters. How do you feel?
No more pain. I have never felt better.
I have twice the energy.
I look and feel years younger.
North Spring, Cryotherapy and Rejuvenation Center. How do you feel now?
Your life is about where you live, where you work, and where you play. Local 3 News Today gets you prepared for each day.
Every morning, the local news, weather, and traffic you need.
The details to plan your day where you live. Local 3 News Today.
Herschel Walker, Olympic athlete, Georgia legend. He built one of the largest minority-owned food service companies in the country. An advocate for mental health, he spent more than a decade sharing his story, raising awareness, and offering help to those in need. A conservative, endorsed by President Trump. His plan is simple: back the blue, fix Biden's border mess, keep crime and drugs out of our neighborhoods. Herschel Walker, a leader, a winner for Georgia.
I'm Herschel Walker, and I approve this message.
Can you feel it?
Huck and Peck for the design, Huck and Peck for the trends. Huck and Peck is Chattanooga's friendliest furniture store.
Next, Drew.
Steamed mussels in 7 minutes.
Plus, Allie Wentworth and Drew go clamming.
This is so happening.
Next on the Emmy-nominated Drew Barrymore Show.
Weekdays at 3 on Local 3.
North Spring, Chattanooga's rejuvenation headquarters. How do you feel?
My immune system has never been stronger.
Wow, the spider veins in my ankles are almost gone.
No more migraines.
North Spring, Cryotherapy and Rejuvenation Center. How do you feel now?
Good morning. So nice to have you watching on another beautiful day here in the Tennessee Valley. We're going to begin the show with kind of a heartwarming conversation that no doubt so many of you either know about quite well, perhaps you've been a part of supporting their efforts, perhaps you have been a beneficiary of them. We're talking about the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and CEO Garrett Wagley has driven in from the Knoxville area to pay a visit with us this morning. Nice
Julie,
to see you.
Nice to see you. Thank you for having me on.
You are playing the early bird gets the worm game this morning because mid-June, y'all have got a very fun fundraiser.
We do.
But you want to get the word out early.
We do. We want people to sign up early and look forward to having a really great time. We're doing the Run for Wishes. It's a magical 5K.
I like the name.
Encouraging people to dress up as their favorite character, wizard or princess, and come out and do the 5K at Ross's Landing. It'll raise money to make magical wishes happen.
You know, I really have not talked with folks from Make-A-Wish too many times over the years. So like many people watching, I probably have a lot of questions that are not quite accurate. But one thing you just shared with me is that y'all are, it's a national organization, but there are, is it 59?
59 local chapters across the country.
And they function independently.
They do. We're all independent nonprofits. We have an affiliation with the national organization, but we grant wishes locally. So it takes local money, local volunteers to grant wishes for kids that are right here in our area.
So I brought that up first because when you're hearing about the magical 5K on June 18th, those registration dollars go directly to kids in your 36 county?
36 counties, right.
Service area.
So Make-A-Wish East Tennessee serves the 36 counties of East Tennessee from Chattanooga to Bristol and Crossville to the Carolina border.
I guess it's one of the downfalls maybe of being successful in what you do is that people can forget what it does actually take. Make-A-Wish has been around for 40 years now?
Yeah, the national organization was founded a little over 40 years ago in Arizona, and their vision from the very beginning was to have these local organizations because the relationships with the kids and the families are very personal,
right.
And we really drill down to find out what will bring them joy and happiness and help them overcome their condition. So that takes that personal touch.
I'm glad you used the word overcome because I think that's another misconception that people have is that I used to think too that it was for a child who was facing a terminal illness, and that's difficult to get excited about. Actually, that's not exactly the case.
Yeah, no, it's we grant wishes to kids with critical illnesses, and now because of the miracle of medical technology and advancements, about 80% of the kids that receive a wish make it to adulthood. So
wow.
A wish is now part of, and is recognized by doctors all over the country, is now part of their medical treatment, because it gives them hope and joy and something to look forward to. So they commit themselves to their medical plan, they do their physical therapy, they eat what they're supposed to eat, and take their medicine on time.
So you help kids 2.5 to 18.
That's correct.
And you said that you really try as much as you can to get the children themselves to give you the feedback on what they want. One little boy recently, his wish was to give back.
Yeah, isn't that incredible? So kids are amazing, and they surprise you with what they want. We send lots of kids to Disney, of course, because that's a magical place too.
Sure.
But even those wishes are very individual. Some kids want to go see Toy Story, and some want to see a princess. But then, there are these amazing children who have gone through a really difficult medical struggle, but they want to do something to make the world better. So we had a kid recently who, instead of wishing for something for himself, he had been to this state birding park during his treatment, and it brought him some peace and a place to decompress while he was going through those terrible treatments. And so he wanted to give back to the bird park, and so now there's a kiosk dedicated in Campbell's name.
That is very sweet. Okay, let's talk about the race on the 18th.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing, like so many races, if you sign up early, you're guaranteed a t-shirt.
Right.
For one thing, but you do have a chance to make sure that you get entered to be a part of it. You're pretty proud of the course. The race course.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's down at Ross's Landing, a well-known spot in Chattanooga. We'll have a DJ, and there'll be some excitement leading off. There's a costume contest, so if you do dress up, we'll recognize the best man, woman, family group that comes out dressed up. And then if you're a serious runner, the course will be chipped in time, so you can go out there and try to get your personal best.
You mentioned the family component. We are a runner's town. There are plenty of kids around here who do run, but if you wanted just to go and even walk it, can you do that?
Absolutely. It's open to everybody, all abilities. So come out and walk, run, bring a stroller, put your dog in the wagon, whatever you want to do. You're welcome to come out and participate.
I'm putting you on the spot, so you can even just give me a rough answer. But do you have any idea how many wishes you try to grant every year?
Yeah, so Make-A-Wish East Tennessee has been around about 34 years, and then in that time we've granted 1,750 wishes.
What?
Yeah, so all local East Tennessee kids.
Wow.
In a normal year, and of course the last few haven't been normal,
right,
we grant between 75 and 85 wishes.
That's a lot of money.
It is, yep.
So obviously events like the race directly go into that.
They do. They're critical to what we do.
I know you look for businesses that can help you on a corporate level, but can individual people just even when they think about it send you in money?
Absolutely, yeah. So we are always looking for individual donors and individual volunteers. Again, it takes both money and volunteers, often some in-kind support, so somebody that can swing a hammer to build a play set or help us assemble an above-ground swimming pool or something like that. We need that help too. And they can find out about all of those opportunities at etn.wish.org.
Okay, so I'm going to be quiet. Here's where you're going to go to sign up for the magical race. Go ahead and be thinking about your costume now.
That's right.
So that you can get that shout out on race day. But it all kicks off 9 o'clock that morning at Ross's Landing. And if you would like to learn more about what they do at Make-A-Wish, how perhaps you can be involved, again, the website is
etn.wish.org.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Garrett.
Thanks, Julie.
Westshore Home makes the bath and shower remodeling experience easy and convenient for homeowners all across America with our one-day installation process. Today, we're going to remove an old tile shower to show you why you might want to consider going out with the grout. We see jobs like this all the time. Maintaining old tile like this and making it look clean takes a lot of work. That's why so many people are removing their old shower and tubs and replacing them with something more modern and new. In fact, we see thousands of jobs like this every month. It's what we specialize in. This homeowner is having a lot of issues with mold and mildew. That happens when the grout or the sealants loosen up. That allows the water to get in there from the shower. When that mold and mildew starts to grow, it's not a good thing. Today we're doing just that by installing a brand